Hello students, hope you are doing well by the grace of Lord, and I also pray for your safety. Actually, we are going through a very critical situation for this pandemic. As a result, we are to stay at home. I hope you are continuously studying at home regularly. So dear students, in my previous class, I have already discussed about 4 rules of right form of verbs. Now, I am going to start from rule number 5. Well, rule number 5. The connector since has 2 uses. If since is used to indicate a cause, the verbs of the 2 clauses will be of the same tense. That means if since expresses a reason, the 2 clauses will be in the same tense. If we see the example, it will be clear to us. In the example, we can see, I didn't go since you didn't come. Here, in the example, you can see, it actually expresses a reason. As you didn't come, that's why I didn't go. So, here is a reason. And next example, we can see the same thing. Since you were busy, I didn't disturb you. So, since the first half is and the second half is in the same tense, and there are a reason. Next use of since is if since is used to indicate time, the verb of the second clauses will be different from the first. That means if the first clause of since is in present indefinite tense or in present perfect tense, then second clause of the since will be in past indefinite tense. And if the first half of since is in past indefinite tense, and then the second clause will be in past perfect tense. So let's see the example. In the example, you can see we haven't seen each other since he left. The since, if it's divided the sentence in 2 parts, before since we have one sentence and after that we have another. So before since we have a sentence is in present perfect tense, and the next half he left, it is in past simple tense. So all the examples are in the same model. Rule number 6. No sooner had, hardly had, scarcely had, etc. are the adverbials that requires a past perfect tense and a past indefinite tense for the sentence. That means if no sooner had, after no sooner had, and all this phrase, we have to use past participle form of verb. So let's see in the example. No sooner had I reached home than she left. After no sooner had, we can see the use of past participle form of verb, and the next half is in past indefinite tense. So you can see one thing, had. If you see, it is a tricks here, as here in every phrase there is a use of had. So after that we have to use only the past participle form of verb that naturally form past perfect tense, and the next clause will be past indefinite tense. So, second example, we can see the same thing. Scarcely had the police reached when the man died. So, scarcely had the police reached the past participle form of verb, and when the man died, it is in past indefinite tense. So, in the next example, hardly had I finished writing. So, he finished here past participle form of verb, and after that the teacher ordered to stop. It is in past indefinite tense. Rule number 7. Coordinating conjunctions at, and, but, or, yet, so, and, although, though, as, because, till, until, when, whenever, as soon as, while, which, what, that. etc. connect two clauses which have the verbs of the same tense. That means if these conjunctions connect two sentences, the both sentence will be in the same tense. If we see the example, it will be more clear to us. I went to London when we were young. So here we can see the use of when, and before when we can see the use of past indefinite tense, and the last part of when is in same tense. That means in past indefinite tense. I got up and he left the room. So this coordinating conjunction and connected two sentences which are in same tense. That means past indefinite tense. As soon as I came here, he greeted me. So as soon as I came here is in past indefinite tense, and he greeted me are in the same tense. I could not go there because I was sick. So here we can see the same thing. Rule number 8. As conjunctions after and before are used to connect two clauses which use past perfect tense and past simple. The past perfect tense always comes with a clause of simple past tense. If two actions occurred in past, the action which occurred first will be in past perfect tense, and the action which happened later will be in past indefinite tense. So in the example we can see the patient had died before the doctor came. So the patient had died, this action occurred first. That's why this is the past perfect tense, and the doctor came, it occurred later. That's why it is in past indefinite tense. So same case we can see in the second example, the doctor came after the patient had died. That means doctor came, it occurred later. That's why it is in past indefinite tense. And the patient had died, it occurred first. That's why it is in past perfect tense.